close. So close. So close. Come on. It's got gas, I know. It's just cold. Proven to be difficult today. Usually she fires right up. She's just cold. Well, folks, I'm Jason, and welcome back to the channel. More wintertime chores and fun. Clearly, the snow's still too wet for that two-stage. It's giving me more problems than what it's worth. So, at this point, we're going to fire up the trusty Bullens to finish this job. And unfortunately, I wanted to do a good video of that snowblower. It did okay till the chute gets plugged up full of ice. And it is what it is. So, quick video. There ain't no sense in getting too crazy with it. We'll shorten it up and edit it the best we can and move on. You don't need to see another video of me plowing off snow with the Bullens, but anyhow, all right, guys, stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next one. Okay, the saga continued on the Jacobsen GT12. So, as you know, this video is tied into the last video, so it's one video, but a bunch of different video segments, I guess. So, we had the GT12 out, and it was way too wet. The snow was way too wet. Like the top 5-6 inches was fluffy, but then bottom 2 was wet, and it was plugging the chute up. And then therefore, it was bogging down, wouldn't blow up, then it would backtrack the chain and start smoking the belt. Then I ended up burning the belt up, and I actually burned the pulley up. So we fixed that today, and I didn't get no video on it. I just realized I just fixed it without putting a video on it. So one thing I do want to do is I wanted to show you, this is sort of like almost a continuing video of the, hold on here, let me grab a light, of that cylinder. I just had a gentleman ask me the other day on Facebook if I ever had found a replacement cylinder. Well, yes and no. That cylinder does work. As you can see, it's up in there. See this bracket here? This one here? That's your, that picks your cradle up. Well, I ended up taking 2, cutting them and making a longer one so it could travel down. Because if you remember in the last video, it would either go all the way, it would go up really good and not come down enough and hit the blacktop or hit the ground, and the other way was, which is the way I have it, or the other way it wouldn't lift it up at all. So I put the cylinder back on, and then I extended that bracket as I showed you, took 2 of them, and made a good one. So the hydraulic cylinder does work. It does pick up the front snow blade, or it does pick up the snowblower now, about 2-3 inches, which is fine. But I also have 18-inch tires on the front. So, without getting too crazy, because it's wintertime, and I really don't need any more projects on geometry and everything else, that was what I did. Now, it would have probably been okay with the, I know we did a tire swap on the last video a couple months ago before all the winter, so we did that, and I'm trying to think that the little tires didn't work either. So we got the 18-inch tires, and I also, one other thing, while I'm looking at it, it helped to, as you see that PVC clamped around there? Now that is a snowblade / snowblower lift bracket. As you can see in there, there's actually a metal band that they would put over top of it for the snowblower, so because there's a little bit of slop between the frame of your snowblower and this bar. So if you have just a straight bar here, it's just for a motor deck. But if you got that little raised part that goes across it, about 4 inches in between, then that's a snowblower or a snowblade cradle. So that was an option. They didn't put them on everything. So when you ordered that, you would get that part to put on it. What I did was I added some PVC around it, sliced the PVC in half lengthwise, pushed it around, and then slid another piece of it inside of it. Then I hose clamped it to keep it in place. And that will give me an extra ½ inch of lift, which gives me actually, so I'm around 3 and 4 inches of lift on it now. So it does work. If anybody wants to order that, in that last video, you could order that cylinder. It was off of Zorro. I think it was a 4-inch or 6-inch stroke cylinder. I don't even know if they still have them on there, to be quite honest with you. So it does work, but you're going to have to modify a lot of stuff. Or if you just have the original, which I do over here, I don't know if what I'm going to do with it. Here it is. This cylinder shouldn't be in the scrap pile because it is serviceable. But again, you got to cut. What happens is you got to cut this weld out. So you got to put it on the lathe, turn it, then this part comes out because there is no snap ring down in there or nothing down in there. So I am going to keep it. My buddy will do that, but it's expensive. I mean, you're talking minimum of $200 to do that, if not more now, because the last time I had a bunch of them done, I got a better price because he set up his machine to do it all and not have to worry about it. He did a couple of them for me and a couple other customers when I still had the business. So that's something you're going to have to decide. You could take it to a reputable machine shop, and they should be able to put it on the lathe, cut them cylinders apart, rebuild them, put them back together, then they weld them back up again. That's how I had many of them done. It's getting too pricey, and I was looking for, also wanted to make a video if I could find an alternative, and I did, but then you got to get into everything else, and I sort of knew that. And I may revisit this again one other time, but this is a dedicated, this is just a dedicated snowblower tractor anyhow, because it would be nice to have one machine to do everything, and I get it, but my time's limited, and I got plenty of parts and stuff for these. So what I do is just make it a full-time snowblower tractor, and that's it. Not that I can't pull a cart or anything around, but you know, these things are such a big pain in the butt to wrestle that guy on and off every winter that, yeah, I mean, if you have the time and you got plenty of time and no projects or anything else, that's fine. You have the time. You need at least an hour, 2 hours to fool around with everything. And it's not like that seems like a lot of time, but my problem is I forget to do it and I get tied up with other things and the way I work. So it's just easier to pull the battery out in the summer and keep stabilizer in it, or I actually just past summer left everything in it and just started it every now and then, drove it around, parked it. That was much easier than anything, and then it's ready to go for winter. That's just me, how I do it. I'm not telling you that's how you should do it, but it gets to the point where you can't get the parts no more, so I got a full-time dedicated, modified snowblowing machine, and that's probably what it's just going to be from here on out. So, anyhow, that's going to wrap up this video, combined with the other videos, and make one big conglomerate video. And that should do it on the Jacobsen GT10. I can't remember if I bought that cylinder, oh God, 2 years ago. You see it down in there. I bought it 2 years ago, but I don't remember any of the dimensions or anything on it. And it's not like I had the receipt or the paperwork or anything back from it. So it's on Zorro. It's like a 4 or 6 inch stroke cylinder. It'll tell you the dimensions in metric, and so make sure you convert it. And same thing with the ID, but it's on Zorro.com. And maybe you guys can do the same thing, and maybe do a better job than I have. I'm limited to time and everything. I'm not saying I'm in a hurry, but you know, that's I got too much stuff, other things going on. So if anybody works on it, leave a comment in the video if you do find one. I'd be happy to visit this again in the future. So anyhow, let me know your thoughts on it and everything else. And oh yeah, before I forget, into this video, I had to get the Bolin's out to finish because this one got plugged up, and then the Bolin's clutch kept slipping on me. So then I had to go get the loader tractor out. So that day was a mess. It usually takes me an hour and a half to clean the driveway with the tractor and shovel and everything. So it really ain't that bad. It took me like 4 hours because one broke, then the Bolin's went down, so I had it in the garage for a little bit to try to adjust the clutch, and with gloves, and it was cold, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I also did that today, didn't video it, but it was just a simple adjustment. I got it up on the lift, walked underneath of it, and made sure I adjusted everything, had the brake nut hanging up and everything else. And so I went over the whole tractor today. Now it works good again. But it wasn't a very great video anyhow. Wouldn't have been much. But anyhow, once again, the old Ford LGT 125 loader tractor saved my rear end again, like it always does. That's one of the machines you just don't get rid of. So I have backups for mowers, and I have backup for snow removal tractors. So that's just a story of my life, folks. So hey, if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button as well. It really helps out the channel, gets people to know this stuff, and helps them along as well. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thank you.